everybody, it's your girl Gingy, and welcome to my channel, Ginger Books, or welcome back if you're a continuing watcher or subscriber. And of course, if you've been watching me for a while and have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button down below to subscribe, as well as click that bell notification so you are notified when I post. I post fun bookish content under Ginger Books and fun Sims content under Ginger Snaps Gaming 19 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So today I am bringing you, for Thanksgiving, since this is coming out on Thanksgiving, a fun Thanksgiving book tag. I found this on Read by Tiffany, a literary and lifestyle blog that is founded by Read by Tiffany. Her name is Tiffany. She did this and created this tag in 2018. So we're just following what she has on her blog and how she created it. Oh, she found it over at the Bibliophagist to celebrate. Sorry, I probably just butchered that name. Everything will be down in the description below if you want to follow. So the first one is Bread. What book is pure fluff and has no real plot line? So I did like this book because it almost sounds like I don't like, saying that almost makes it sound like, you don't like this book. But it's kind of the complete opposite. We enjoyed it, but it didn't really have any real plot line, like not some of the serious books like thrillers or mystery suspense thrillers or kind of in that genre or fantasy / action books. But I did enjoy this because it was different from what I had been reading at that time, and Somewhere Only We Know by Maureen Gu I picked for this one. It does have a plot line. I mean, it's a guy falling in love with a K-pop star, and trying to feel normal for a night is what the K-pop star was doing. But it doesn't really have real plot line off of that, but it was pure fluff and it was really nice, and it was kind of like a rom-com, so really enjoyed it. Turkey, what book made you want to fall asleep? I DNF'd this book, I think maybe a fourth of the way through it, because it definitely went into more detail of how Hardin treated Tessa and how Tessa treated Hardin. And I don't know if I was just turned off by it. I don't know, but I am willing to give this book another shot, but I don't know if anytime soon, because I feel like reading this might put me into a reading slump. Gravy, what book makes the whole series worth reading? So out of this series, I picked the second book, and that would be the Stalking Jack the Ripper series. The second book, Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Monoscalco. By far, besides the fourth book or the last installment of the series, this is by far my favorite book out of the whole series, just because it takes place in Dracula's castle. I mean, come on. And Audrey Rose really using her detective skills and trying to prove to the boys in the institute that she goes to that a girl can also be in the forensic profession and can do just as great as a guy could. Love it. Good girl power kind of book. And plus also, her and Thomas's relationship start to blossom even more. So, stuffing. What book is stuffed full of action scenes? Now, I have read the first book of this, the OG series by Sarah J. Maas. So, Throne of Glass I had to throw in there because there's just a lot of action scenes in this one. And love it. Chef's kiss. Mashed potatoes. What book looked good and then wasn't? I really like the art designs for the books because, I mean, after there's a storm brewing, and then After We Collided, which is the next book, is like a storm, like full-on raging storm. So I really do like the concept of these covers, but it's just, yeah, no, I was a little let down. Cranberries. What book has the sweetest romance? And it looks like Tiffany picked the same one that I wanted to, but the books are buried, so I'm just going to put the books right here. But I do agree with her. The Infernal Devices, all three of them, had a beautiful, with Tessa and Will Herondale falling in love. Loved that. So I think that is probably the sweetest romances of watching them grow together. Now, I do have like 4 others, but I think theirs is the sweetest. Corn. What's the corniest book you've ever read? I don't know if I have that, because I don't really, I think of corniest, I think of like romances, so I don't know, and I don't really read a lot of romance books. So green beans. What book is too long and needs to be shortened? I didn't want to unbury it because I was not having it, but Breaking Dawn Part 2, or Breaking Dawn, yeah, I feel like Jacob's portion of the book really didn't need to happen. Like, it held no significance other than watching through his eyes what was happening to Bella and maybe understanding the pack's dynamic. But it did not need to be, like, a good chunk of the book. You could have just done that part in, like, 2 chapters and then go back to Bella. Yep, I said it. Pumpkin Pie, what book do you read to get out of a reading slump? So, I technically have 2 books sitting here. Should have a third one here, but I didn't want to go grab the first book of the series. But to be honest, what gets me out of a reading slump is either A Court of Thorns and Roses I'll go back to, or Kingdom of the Wicked. I think will be one of the books I can add to the list of getting me out of a reading slump. Those series do. So, dog and cat, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food that you would steal from the table? My favorite, and here's a picture of it here, is what is called scallop corn or corn casserole here in Iowa. It's made of butter, cream of corn, milk, and crunched up saltine crackers. And I don't know why, but that is just my favorite, all-time favorite meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas. Just, if it's not on the table, I literally cry. It's one of my favorite meals, as well as cheesy potatoes. So, even though I hated cheesy potatoes for the longest time, and then I finally tried them, and now I just, if they're not there, I cry. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving for the ones that do celebrate it, and I will see you in the next video.